The Dragon Hero. In a far-off land, there was a kingdom ruled by dragons. They were fearsome and powerful creatures who were respected by all. But there was one dragon who was different from the rest. His name was Drake, and he was smaller and weaker than the others. He often felt left out and unimportant. One day, while out exploring the kingdom, Drake stumbled upon a group of dragons who were terrorizing a nearby village. The dragons were stealing food and valuables from the villagers and burning their homes to the ground. Drake knew that he had to do something to stop them. He approached the leader of the group, a massive dragon named Ragnar, and said, "Why are you doing this? This is wrong, and it's giving the dragon race a bad name." Ragnar just laughed and said, "We're dragons, we can do whatever we want. Who cares what the humans think?" Drake couldn't believe what he was hearing. He knew that not all humans were bad, and that it wasn't right to harm them for no reason. He knew he had to act, but he was just one small dragon. What could he do? That night, Drake had a dream. In his dream, he saw a wise old dragon who told him that the key to defeating Ragnar and his followers was not to fight them with physical strength, but with intelligence and strategy. Drake woke up feeling inspired. He flew back to the village and started talking to the other dragons who lived there. He shared his plan with them, and they all agreed to help. The plan was simple but clever. They would lure Ragnar and his followers away from the village by pretending to be weak and vulnerable. Then, while they were distracted, Drake and his friends would sneak into Ragnar's lair and steal his most prized possession, a magical crystal that gave him his powers. The plan worked perfectly. Ragnar and his followers fell for the trap and chased the weaker dragons into the forest. Meanwhile, Drake and his friends snuck into Ragnar's lair and stole the crystal. When Ragnar realized what had happened, he was furious. He and his followers flew back to the village to get their revenge. But when they arrived, they found that the village dragons had joined forces with the humans to build a wall of fire that kept them out. Ragnar was defeated, and he and his followers were banished from the kingdom. From that day forward, Drake was known as a hero among the dragon community.